almost died as a result of medical malpractice. I am now left with disabilities because of the surgery, because of everything that happened in the hospital. I have debilitating scars. That's embarrassing. I can't exercise like I used to.
What did you understand happened during that surgery?
I understand that mistakes were made, and I found out in medical malpractice that the most a doctor has to pay is $100,000 if he's guilty.
I'm an officer and director of the Patient Rights Advocacy Forum, and I'd like to introduce you to Sheryl Fullerton, and I'd like you to hear her story and why she, too, is now a member, a board member, and an officer of the organization. Sheryl, introduce yourself to our listeners.
My name is Sheryl Fullerton. I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana. In October of 2014, I almost died as a result of medical malpractice.
And you're now with PRAF, the Patient Rights Advocacy Forum, is that right?
I am now on the board as an officer and director of the Patient Rights Advocacy Forum. In October of 2014, I went in to have a surgery, esophageal problems, and as a result, I almost died. I understand that mistakes were made and that I had a perforation in my esophagus and in my stomach, and it led me to be septic. And as a result of that, like I said, I'd almost passed away. It was at least 2 weeks before they realized that they had made a mistake. From what I understand, I was told that I had pneumonia instead of actually the holes in my esophagus and my stomach, which led me to be septic. The doctor had left, and other doctors had come in and realized the mistakes that were made and quickly tried to right the mistakes. For 2 weeks, I was not treated for any perforations. I was treated as I had pneumonia. I was intubated in ICU. Really didn't have any knowledge of what was going on other than what the doctor was telling me at the time, that I had pneumonia. I did not have much of a memory of those 2 weeks. I stayed in and out of it. After I came out of the surgery and I was intubated, nurses kept on trying to come in and out and help and whatever, but I do remember having trouble breathing. They kept on wanting to sit me in a chair. I couldn't sit in the chair. I would lose my breath. I couldn't breathe, and nobody believed me. No, they kept on thinking I didn't want to sit in the chair. And then one day they came in to help me sit in the chair, and I actually coded. It was October 30th of 2014.
And for those who don't know what coded means, what happened?
I basically died.
Your heart stopped?
Yes,
They had to
brought me
resuscitate
back.
you?
Eventually I was discharged from the hospital. I am now left with disabilities because of the surgery, because of everything that happened in the hospital. I have debilitating scars. That's embarrassing. I can't exercise like I used to. Before this malpractice happened to me, I was an active mother of 5 children. I worked for the Calcasieu Sheriff's Office in a role that was a lot of activity, exercise. And as a result of that, now I'm still employed with the Calcasieu Sheriff's Office, but I'm in a lot lesser role. I don't have any further advances because of my disabilities. The work that I do now is basically serving papers. It's not a hard task, basically walking up to somebody's door, knocking on the door, serving a paper. It's not what I might have used to do. Medical malpractice has definitely changed my life from what I used to do to what I do now. I can't, like I said, exercise like I used to anymore because I have no abdominal wall. I need to have another surgery that I really can't wrap my brain around having. So yes, it has definitely changed my life. Before my medical malpractice happened, I had no knowledge of any medical malpractice. I just didn't think about that. I never knew. After my medical malpractice, and while I was going through the process, I found out that this protects the doctors and the hospitals, that the patients have really no rights. In medical malpractice, that the most a doctor has to pay is $100,000 if he's guilty. In our system in Louisiana, the victim bears the burden, not the doctors. And I believe that's wrong. We need to change it. As an individual, I can't do much. We need everybody to join together to change this. Big medicine and big insurance have dozens and dozens of lobbyists. Patients have none. That's where we come in.
What can the people listening to this video do to help?
I want you to join me in changing the law. I want you to join PRAFT. Check out our website at lapatientrights.com. Share our website with your family and friends. Just go to our website and you'll see a donate button, and you can do it there with a credit card. Any donation, no matter how big or small, will help us help you. Before this happens to you, a family member or a loved one, before you find out what I found out. Because it's too late for me, it might not be too late for you.